let's look at the words for this lesson. Let's learn the words for this lesson. The first word, what do we see here? This is an interesting picture, isn't it? We have little pieces of wood standing up, right? And we have somebody's going to push it, right? And that's going to hit that, and they're all going to fall over. So we're going to make something happen. To make something happen, we're going to cause one to hit the other and the other and the other, and I just used the word there, right? To cause, cause. So if you cause something, that means you made it happen. If you cause all of these to fall down, right, you made it happen. To cause something to happen. The tornado caused the car to fly away. Okay, so something makes another thing happen. To cause. Okay, next word. This is a type of weather, right? This little girl, right? She's in her coat, she's in her knit hat, and look, it's very strong, the wind. Weather with fast moving air. The air is moving past her very quickly. In this case, what is the weather? We say the weather is windy. Windy. It's very windy. So the wind is strong. It's windy. Okay. The next one, strong, dangerous weather. Strong, dangerous weather. Of course, we talked about tornado, but we're looking for not just tornado, but any type of weather that is dangerous or strong. We could say storm. It is a storm. So a tornado is a type of storm, but there are other types of weather. For example, it rains a lot and there's lightning and thunder. That's a storm. If it snows a lot, too much snow, your parents can't drive their car. Nobody can move. Everybody stays inside. That's a storm, a snowstorm. So some storms are very big and cause a lot of water, rain, or snow to fall down very quickly. And we call those storms. Okay, I taught you this word before. Do you remember seeing this picture before? Right? This is dangerous, bright light from storms. Okay? Dangerous, bright light from storms. We say it's lightning. Just two sounds. Lightning. Lightning. It's lightning. And of course, with lightning, I also said something else. With lightning, you also hear thunder, right? So thunder. And then after, or actually before thunder, you see the lightning, you see the flash, and then a little bit later, you hear the thunder. So thunder and lightning, very common thing in a storm to experience. Okay, so lightning. The next word, oh my gosh, look what happened. It's terrible, right? There was a strong wind, maybe a very big storm, very strong winds, and it pushed this tree over onto this house. That's terrible. These poor people who lived there, right? To make into nothing, what did this tree do? It made the house into nothing. Well, maybe they can save it, but you could say destroy. The tree destroyed the house. Sometimes in a flood, there's a lot of water. The water will come and it might bury your car under the water and you can't use your car anymore. Your car is destroyed. Okay? So storms are very dangerous. They cause a lot of damage. Storms destroy homes, cars, many things that are destroyed in a storm. Okay, the next word. Oh, we saw this picture before, right? The people with no face. Okay, let's take a look, of course. But we're looking at the water again. A lot of water that goes onto land. So usually the water is in the river or it's in a lake. But if there's a lot of water comes from the sky in rain or as snow, then maybe that water will come onto the land and cover everywhere. And of course we say that is a flood. Now, by the way, flood can be used as a noun. For example, there is a flood. There is a flood. That's a noun. There is a flood. But flood can also be used as a verb. The river flooded over. Okay? Or you could also say the town flooded. That means the town was covered in water. So we can use flood as a noun, there is a flood, or a verb. The river flooded over. The river got too big and it flooded the surrounding area. So we can use flood as a noun or as a verb. Okay, next one. To begin, these boys are running in a race, right? At the start of the race, right? At the start of the race, they begin. To begin means to start, okay? To start. Okay. Here we have another word. This is an interesting picture. All these pieces of wood seem to have fallen down. Maybe they made something like a tower before, but they fell down. So to make something fall down, this is a kind of a special word. It's a little bit of a difficult word. It is to topple. To topple. Pronunciation. Topple. Topple. To topple. If something falls over, especially something that's very large, very big and tall, it will fall over, it will topple. So imagine if you cut down a tree, the tree falls over, we say the tree topples over. Buildings might topple over, okay? So to topple means something very tall falls over. Whoa, he looks kind of interesting. Does he look like me? Maybe. Okay. He's a weatherman, right? Now, news that tells us the weather. News that tells us the weather. You want to know about tomorrow. Will it be sunny? Will it be windy? Is there a storm coming? So you want news that tells us the weather. What do you want to look at? You want to look at the weather report. This is the news that tells you about the weather. Okay. Here we have an object here. It's a very colorful object. They're not all like this. Maybe, I'm sure you have one of these at home. It's a tool. A tool is something we use, right? A tool we hold in our hand to keep the rain off. It's raining outside. You don't want to get wet. So you use one of these to keep the rain off. You want to stay dry, right? You don't want to get wet. You want to stay dry. You want to keep the rain off. What is it? Usan in Korean, umbrella in English, okay? So I'm sure you have a usan. Jipe usan 있어요? I'm not sure if my Korean's that good, but do you have an umbrella at home? I'm sure you do, okay? So, umbrella. Okay, now, in the summertime, it's really hot, isn't it? If you're in the park and you're out in the sun is hitting you, oh, it's so hot, and you sweat, 땀 많이 해요, right? Oh, 너무 덥다, right? I'm very hot. So it's too hot in the sun, but you don't want to go inside a building, you want to enjoy the park. So maybe you go under a tree, or maybe there's an umbrella, a big umbrella. So you want to go to an outside place with no sun. Like these ducks are smart, right? They're not in the sunlight. They went in the dark area under the tree, a place with no sun. What is this dark area? It's a little cooler there, right? We say it's the shade. So if you're outside, you're in a park or you're playing soccer and the sun is too strong, maybe you want to go in the shade. Go in the shade. In the shade. Because the shade is cooler than in the sun. You don't have the sun hitting you directly. So it's a little cooler in the shade. It's a little cooler in the shade. Okay. The next word, to move air. Now we talked about windy, right? This picture looks like it's windy, but windy is an adjective. It is windy, right? It is windy outside. That's an adjective, but we're looking for a verb here, to move air. Why is it windy? What is the action? What's happening? Well, we're looking for the verb blow. When the wind blows, right, then the air moves. We can blow, right? You can put your hand in front of your mouth. You can feel the air moving. I am blowing, right? Blow, blew, blown. This is an irregular verb, so it changes according to how we use it. When we use it in now, to blow, that means right now. Blew, past tense. Blown, past participle. Have blown, right? Blow, blew, blown. Blow, blew, blown. So in English, I'm sorry, some verbs you have to know the different forms when you use them in different time periods. Okay, so blow.